What's up, and welcome to Stick It. My name is Lindsay Lee Hobson, and I'm an inspirational speaker and marketing professional who's starting a revolution for young adults. And apparently I forget to breathe during sentences now. Just had to take a deep breath in and remind myself, breathe, Lindsay, it's just alive, it's not scary. Today I wanted to get really real with you. I'm sitting on the floor of my apartment. In my gym gear. I'm just about to go and meet one of my friends and do a yoga session, and then we're going to this meditation thing, I think it is. It looks really cool anyway. I'm super excited for it, but today the reason I'm just here in my gym stuff chatting to you as if I'm chatting to a friend is because I've been asked so many times this week, why coaching? And I think if I'm going to answer a question that's so personal about me, then you should see it behind the scenes and what it's like every day in my life. The day in the life of Lindsay. So why coaching? I've got an origin story which could have taken me anywhere. I've overcome challenges and I've overcome a victim mentality and I've taken ownership of who I am. And despite the fact that I've really found a passion for public speaking during that time, I could have really turned that story into any modality. And so why coaching? And I've been asked that quite a few times this week. So I thought, if there's a few people asking me privately, then there's probably a lot of people wondering publicly, so here's all the answers. I've always been fascinated by people, forever, and I've always had a lot of involvement in philosophy classes. It's a massive passion of mine. I love thinking about the world and thinking about challenges and problems in society and things that could be different, and I don't know why, I've just always been that way. I've always loved it. And so when you put that in people, emotion is probably one of the oldest languages I can find, that dates back, no matter whether you subscribe to religion or evolution, no matter what your beliefs are, there's emotion. And despite the fact that we have changed a lot as human beings, as our society has changed, you add in new technologies and new innovations and all that type of thing, there's one thing which is pretty much the same. It's a common thread throughout the entire history, really, and that is emotion. And yet there's people all over the world, that have never met before, grown up in completely different cultures, haven't had a lot of experience with other cultures, and yet emotion is very, very similar. It's a language that if I were to go to another country where I don't speak any of the languages and saw someone crying, I would understand that they're upset, or it's happy tears, but I would understand that there's a reason for this person crying, and I could relate in so many ways depending on the situation and the environment as well. It's the one thing that dates back for so very long ago, and behaviour is just one way of expressing that. There's a few different things that behaviour expresses, but emotion is one of those ways, one of those modalities that we express our emotions. So I used the crying example before. That is a behaviour. We're crying, we cry at certain events in our lives, good or bad, but it is a behaviour. And coaching is the in-depth understanding of emotion and behaviour and applying that to a person's thoughts and beliefs and wants in life, and their environment and their future that they want as well. It's that in-depth understanding and helping people, asking fantastic questions to help them understand their emotions and their behaviour so they can harness that and actually use it to create the life that they're really wanting. Because sometimes you can be at the beck and call of your emotions if you're not fully understanding them or fully aware of them, because they can be running in the background without you even knowing. So my passion for coaching comes right back to the very, very beginning. Hi, Tokyo. I'm looking forward to chatting to you too soon. Right the way back through to that understanding or that fascination with people and emotions and behaviour, and it's the natural progression of that. I did look at counselling, I did look at psychology, but I found that for me, I'm far more interested in using my skill set to help people get results and be really motivated and be inspired. I've never been so good with the sitting and talking about all the horrible things that happen. I've been, let's go get something amazing for you and let's go change those pains and turn it into power. And so that's why coaching for me as well. Thanks, Arash. Arash has written, you're a great coach. Oh, thank you so much. You have heart, compassion, wisdom, and insights. Oh, you're beautiful. I really appreciate that. Arash is the encourager, and he's just always sending me really lovely messages, and I always really appreciate them. So thank you so much. And I think for me, coaching was the modality I chose to empower myself with when I did come to a crossroads in my life, and I felt really trapped, and it helped me get through victim mentality as well. So if you've watched any of my lives before, you will have heard me talk about when I was 16 I decided to take my own life, and it was through self-coaching that helped me come to another decision and actually be here to tell you that story. So and then when I was ready to delve deeper into myself, that's when I turned to coaching even further. And I didn't know it was coaching before that, but that's when I realized coaching was a thing, and I'm wanting to use that to help other people achieve that outcome as well. You know, you are never as trapped in life as you feel like you are, and you're not alone, and you don't have to have all the answers. And so I love working with people, whether that's on a stage, you know, with a big group, or one-on-one, anywhere in between, you know, working with people to help them understand themselves better, so that they can understand that and go out and have the life that they really deserve, because everyone deserves a shot at an absolutely incredible life. So I'm sharing that with you today because it's a question that I've been asked quite a lot, and I thought if a few are asking it, then maybe many of you are actually interested to know. It's one of the reasons, well, it is the reason I created Stick It, really, because when you put all of that together, you get Stick It. You get perfect environment, a community, for a safe place for people to explore all of those things I've mentioned. So if you are looking for a community, feel free to join the Stick It Facebook group. I'll approve your request as soon as I see it. Would love to have you in there. It's definitely a safe place to explore hard things and explore your past and your present, so you can create that future. If you're looking for something a little bit more personalized, I work one-on-one with a really select few. So if there's something that you're finding really challenging, or you think you just are looking for a little bit of extra support, or extra personalized exploration of what's going on in your mind and in your body and in your heart, more than happy for you to reach out to me, and we'll see if there's an opportunity there for us. But if you have any questions, as always, send me any messages, comment on this live. Love hearing your feedback, love hearing your thoughts on my topics that I talk about as well. If you have anything you're wanting for me to explore too in a live, feel free to let me know. Always interested to hear what you have to say. And between now and when I come back tomorrow with another live, remember to stick it.